Barça, Barça, Barça.
Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barça. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, and welcome to the home of every Barcelona lover. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on some interesting developing stories as usual. We are going to start with this report claiming that Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Arsenal are competing to sign this Ligue 1 striker who plays for Lille by name Jonathan David. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Chelsea defender Andres Christensen, transfer expert Fabrizio Romano have brought up more updates concerning his situation as Barcelona have sent an improved contract proposal to the Chelsea defender. We are going to be discussing much on that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are on our way to 10,000 subscribers and I'll be so grateful if you can subscribe. If you haven't done so, don't hesitate to do so. Give this video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end.
Barça, Barça, Barça.
According to a report published by FeatureJets, Barcelona are in a transfer tussle with Real Madrid and Arsenal for Lille superstar Jonathan David. David has been in exceptional form all season, scoring 12 goals in 26 appearances. As an ambidextrous player who can play deeper as well, the Canadian is a very well-rounded striker and thus is on the agenda of a lot of clubs across the continent. Barcelona are on the lookout to improve their attack, with Erling Haaland the main priority. They have to be, however, prepared with alternatives if the transfer falls through. Madrid, on the other hand, have Karim Benzema leading their line in exceptional form. The Frenchman is one of the best players in Europe this season and will likely continue in that role even if the club can sign Kylian Mbappe or even David. Arsenal seems the likeliest of the destinations for the three, with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang no longer at the club and Alexander Lacazette's contract expiring this year. The Gunners have to look for a long-term replacement. Real Sociedad Alexander Isak is set to be on their transfer list, but David, at 22, could fit the bill as well. Moreover, the Swedish international is said to be dreaming of a move to FC Barcelona. I think at this very point in time, Barca going for alternative if Erling Haaland fails, it's a good idea. And of course, it's not all about going for any kind of striker, but going for the striker that will be reliable and will provide a lot to the team, will contribute a lot. And of course, we've been talking a lot about Alexander Isak lately, and with recent reports claiming that, the player himself is willing to choose Barcelona over every other club that are showing interest in him. But despite that, Barca are eyeing other players as well. Jonathan David, of course, playing for Lille. He's a good player. His records are not that bad. But personally, I don't think he's fit for Barca. I don't see him as that ideal player with that profile that can be like a Barca player. Of course, we know Barca is not any kind of small team. And we need to buy the players that fit the team, the players that, that fit our statue as FC Barcelona. We are not just going for strikers because we are looking for strikers, looking for top class strikers. We know the money is not there, but of course trying to bring in the cheapest affordable striker that we can have who will be a massive impact to the team's performances for next season. And if Barca can't do without Alexander Isak's transfer, for example, then of course Barca will still look other alternatives. And with Jonathan David, according to the report, it's going to be tough because talking about the competition from Real Madrid, from Arsenal, who are also showing interest in the Canadian. So it's going to be a tough ride for FC Barcelona, whatever be the case. So it's all about making the right decisions. Erling Haaland, as we all know, will not be an easy transfer to materialize as the competition for him is very, very tight, as we all know. And talking about the first choice alternative, Alexander Isak, the release clause too for him is really, really heavy for FC Barcelona, and Real Sociedad are not even showing as though they will even reduce the release clause, which is another tough deal for Barca to materialize potentially. And now talking about this Leo striker Jonathan David, which will not also be easy to materialize considering the competition that Barca will have to face for him. So we just have to see how the events unfold as the summer approaches. Then on to the next story of discussion. Fabrizio Romano has come in with latest news suggesting that Barcelona have sent a new contract proposal to Chelsea defender Andres Christensen in the last 48 hours with a 5-year deal on the table. Xavi believes that the Danish international is a key player for his ideas and is pushing for his signing according to reports. Bayern Munich meanwhile are still pushing to sign him, but it seems Barcelona have taken the lead. Borussia Dortmund are no longer an option. Barca have been linked with Christensen for a few months now, especially given their priority to add depth to their team using low-cost or free agent signings. Eric Garcia, Memphis Depay, Sergio Aguero, Dani Alves, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang are some of the players that have jumped ship to join Barcelona on a free transfer. The likes of Frank Kessié, Cesar Azpilicueta, Nusem Mazraoui, and Andres Christensen remain strongly linked. At 25 years of age, Christensen could accept that 5-year deal and still have a few years of football left in him. With Gerard Piqué now 35 years old, the Chelsea defender could turn out to be the ideal long-term replacement. Getting the updates from none other than Fabrizio Romano is really interesting. Talking about Andres Christensen, the defender have been very strongly linked to FC Barcelona in recent days, of course with uncountable reports suggesting that the player is very close to completing the deal, and of course it will be a very great move. I will continue to say this. Christensen is just 25 years old, young defender, and of course make the team even more younger considering that we have more of young players. Of course, we have been seeing some of the good attributes of Christensen while playing for Chelsea. He's a good and reliable centre-back. And of course, talking about Gerard Piqué, who is urgent, and Gerard Piqué will soon retire. We don't know when, but he can still play for 2 or 3 years to come. But of course, we know Gerard Piqué, slowly but surely, he'll be phased out of the team. And we need some fresh legs there. A good pairing with Ronald Araujo will be something very delicious to see. And Andres Christensen, I very much think, fits the bill to be a Barcelona defender. So with the deal very close, as we are hearing from reports, it will be such a huge transfer news for FC Barcelona. Of course, Barca are trying their utmost best to make sure that they wrap up some of those transfers before June arrive, because I've been hearing about Frank Kessié as well, the AC Milan midfielder, also strongly linked. And so the president and his board are making sure to see that some of those key transfers wrap up quickly before the summer transfer window even starts, which will be something very interesting to see. And of course, I think all these players that we have been talking about recently, they are quality players that will add the depth of the team, because we need depth, we need quality. Of course, we need players that will bring greatness to this team again. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barça. Until next time, bye bye.
Barça.